Billionaire George Soros has announced his Open Society Foundation will pull the plug on its operations in Hungary. The foundation began operations over 3 decades ago to combat the suppressive legal and political environment in the country. It has since grown to operate around the globe. Anya Parampil has the details tonight.
George Soros emigrated to the United States from Hungary after World War II. But on Tuesday, his Open Society Foundation announced it will be calling it quits on the billionaire businessman's home country. Citing a, quote, increasingly repressive political and legal environment, Open Society said it will be moving its Budapest operations and staff to Berlin. A statement posted on the foundation's website read, quote, Open Society will continue to support the important work of civil society groups in Hungary on issues such as arts and culture, media freedom, transparency and education, and healthcare for all Hungarians. The decision is the culmination of a several months-long battle between Open Society and the right-wing government of Viktor Orban. According to The Atlantic, quote, Orban has vowed to pass so-called Stop Soros laws, which would require any groups working with migrants to get security clearance from the Interior Ministry before operating in Hungary, and would also put a 25% tax on any groups with foreign contributions. Last year, Orban launched a poster campaign claiming Soros was inflaming the refugee crisis in Europe. Soros denounced the ads as reminiscent of the 1930s, and indeed, Soros is often targeted with anti-Semitic propaganda. Other critics of Soros say his Open Society Foundation has been used to promote U.S. geostrategic interests in the past. An article in the UK's Guardian newspaper, for example, explains how the 2004 Orange Revolution in Ukraine, quote, is an American creation, a sophisticated and brilliantly conceived exercise in Western branding and mass marketing that in 4 countries in 4 years has been used to try to salvage rigged elections and topple unsavory regimes. The article explains how the same recipe for regime change had been applied to Serbia, Georgia, and Belarus in years past. It reads, quote, the operation engineering democracy through the ballot box and civil disobedience is now so slick that the methods have matured into a template for winning other people's elections. Adding, quote, the Democratic Party's National Democratic Institute, the Republican Party's International Republican Institute, the U.S. State Department, and USAID are the main agencies involved in these grassroots campaigns, as well as the Freedom House NGO and billionaire George Soros' Open Society Institute. Soros has made no secrets of his views when it comes to Europe, having declared in his own Guardian article that Russian President Vladimir Putin poses a greater threat to the continent than ISIS, which may explain why leaders looking to ally with Russia in the region may be wary of Open Society's presence in their country. In Washington, Anya Parampil, RT.